Primordial Radio.
Orbit Culture are back. New track Vultures of the North is out now. Speaking about the track, frontman Niklas said this: "We feel that we've been waiting for too long now to get out there and play due to the pandemic. During COVID, of course, our fan base has grown very strong, and under the same banner, the Antlers emblem, we'll head out there together stronger than ever before. With this huge US tour coming up, of course, that's with In Flames, we felt that we needed to get out there with a new fast and heavy song. The riffs and the instrumental side of this track was born out of us wanting a song that just hammers through concrete, a simple 4/4 on the drums and an angry, soarish riff on top. Now, we recently caught Orbit Culture at Bloodstock Festival, and if you want to watch Strangler in full live from Bloodstock Festival, you can watch that as part of our Bloodstock Festival highlights. But we weren't the only ones to be watching Orbit Culture at Bloodstock Festival. And I saw you were side stage watching Orbit Culture. Oh, it's a band that we've been loving here on the station. They just dropped a new track today as well.
So good, dude. They were so good. They were awesome. They were really, I really enjoyed it.
You
Awesome
must
band.
look at bands like Orbit Culture and see things like that and go like, yeah, you know, metal's in a good place. Like, you know, metal's gonna be fine.
Yeah. Oh yeah, totally. For sure. I mean, definitely taking elements of what came before, but adding things new, and yeah, they killed it.
Honestly, I could not agree more with Robb Flynn. The way in which the Orbit Culture are integrating some old school aspects with new influences, it's just such a perfect mix. And this new track really is taking the band to the next level. And so the new track is coming off the forthcoming album, which is going to be in 2023, which is exciting. We have no details on the album yet, but we just know that there is a new album coming. So let's dive into Vultures of the North and see what this is all about. So the track opens with "Do You Feel It in the Marrow, in the Bone Throne." Wow, Bone Throne. I just got this Game of Thrones vibe in my head there. "You'll never know what our bones are made of. Now, look up to the sky and observe. The vultures of the north, they'll come, drinking blood, now only to satisfy our mouths. More hunger, the hungrier. You'll see what I meant by the warnings. We are here, we are now, we're in orbit." It's a very on-point lyric for Orbit Culture. Then it gets into the chorus. "It's in the blood, the underdog, the undertow, beware of the antlers." It's in the blood, the underdog, the undertow, beware of the antlers. And so for me, this track just feels like such a call to arms for Orbit Culture to take them to that next level, which they are so clearly on. And I love the video to this track as well. It's so well produced. Now, whilst Orbit Culture are a band from Sweden, this has a Viking sort of feel to it, but not in a straight Amon Amarth kind of way. It's almost like a little doffing of the cap to the historical heritage of Scandinavia and the Vikings. And I just really like the way in which Orbit Culture have put that together with the music. So the track continues on. "These antlers will cut us free. In here we'll be free. The blood-soaked teeth, immortal lands. Enter now, friend, and you'll see what we're made of. Where we came from. Last in line, but everlasting armies. Under banners of the antlers. The bad omens becoming warm heat sources. Ourselves for this cold that is coming. The fear of darkness sets the primal..." I nearly said the primordial mind in motion then. "The fear of darkness sets the primal mind in motion. We'll protect the herd from outside forces. At the edge of insanity, we'll adapt into being the hunter. Roam this land, son. We'll be rising the flag of the antlers." So there's a real sort of underdog feeling to this track, a real sense of telling their story as a band, and you know, their humble beginnings, and using the historical heritage of their Scandinavian roots into their own story. It feels like a real collision of Orbit Culture's story with the historical heritage of Scandinavia. And I quite like the lyric there where it actually does say what we're made of, where we come from. So it's recognizing where they come from, not just as a band, but from their native Sweden too. So I think all of those elements combined just make this such a great rallying call of a track. And so the track finishes again on the chorus. It's in the blood, the underdog, the undertow, beware of the antlers. It's in the blood, the underdog, the undertow, beware of the antlers. And as I said, yeah, this is just such a great rallying call of a track, and I cannot wait for the new album that is going to be coming in 2023. We've been very fortunate over the past couple of years to have various conversations with Orbit Culture back in lockdown, also at Download Festival this year. So if you want to find any of our conversations with Orbit Culture, you can find them on our channel. But let me know what you think of this track in the comments.
Primordial Radio.